caramel, basic ass Brits, Roblo Pro, Cynthia Buchanan, binge worthy. You ain't missed no tea. What tea you miss? I'm waiting on you to tell me the tea, honey. I'm waiting on you to tell me the tea. Look, I had to start it over. Hold on. Let me put this in Facebook real quick. Y'all know I gotta get it. Look, it is midnight. I just got home. Like, literally just walked in the door 10 minutes ago. Everybody kept tagging me, like, you going live tonight? You going live tonight? I was like, no, I'm not. But I'm like, hell, may as well. I ain't doing shit else. Hold on. Let me put it in Facebook real quick. Let me go warn the Facebook people. So y'all know we talking about Real Housewives first, but we gonna talk about some more stuff too. We got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight for these night owls like me. We live. Come join the discussion about tonight's project. What's up, so Steph? Welcome. Hold on. There it is. I spell everything correctly. Yes, it's spelled. I'm going to publish this right here. It's going to the Facebook. This is not a replay. What's up, just me? This is not a replay. But it will be a replay. It will be a replay in a minute. You said from IG, yes. I'm going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that too. Why it come up like that? I don't want it like that. Hold on. Facebook playing with my emotions right now. Hold on. Let me put this on. I just want to put the video. Yes, we're going to talk about that. Justin Diego. For those of you who don't know, Binge Worthy is in the house. Binge Worthy, I was trying to look at your video and I ain't gonna say drive, I was a passenger, but I had the phone up like this because I gotta get into that tea. I'm gonna talk about some of that tea too. Woo! For those of you who thought that the housewives were boring, honey, it is coming together. The drama is about to start. We just had to be patient. That's what I kept telling y'all. Dang, Facebook, what is you doing? What's up, Miss Virgo? What's up, Karen Johnson? Okay. Dang it. I am never prepared. Y'all know this is live. Today is Monday. Well, it's technically Monday. It's Sunday. December 3rd is midnight, 12:38. I'm here to discuss season 11, episode 5 of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Tonight's episode was titled Tatted Tales. They are still on Porsha's boyfriend. They still on Dennis. Everybody got tea to spill about Dennis. They're also on Eva and Shamari. So, okay, first of all, the little synopsis. Kandi gets advice from the ladies on whether to share details surrounding Porsha's boyfriend Dennis's past. With only a few months before her wedding, Eva's mom comes to Atlanta for support and winds up pushing some budgetary buttons. Shamari holds a birthday party for her twins and reveals more details about her open relationship with her husband. Now, let's start with Shamari, since she's the newest one in the clique. We see Shamari, and Ronnie, they getting ready for the twins' birthday, and, she sits down and has a conversation with her husband, and she kind of drops the news that she's been spilling some marital tea to her friends. And Ronnie looking like a real OG. I don't know what it is about Ronnie, but Ronnie look like he been smoking cigarettes, sitting around. I don't know. Ronnie looked like a real pimp. He was like, was y'all drinking or something? Like, why would you tell them that? Like, what made you tell them that? He looked at his wife like she was the dumbest of the dumb. Like, those are our secrets. That is our marriage. Like, you don't tell the marital business to these people you barely even know. So, Ronnie felt some kind of way. In addition, Ronnie is still on Kandi's ass. I like it. I like it a lot because Ronnie is pretty much telling Kandi, I'm the successful one here. I got hits on hits on hits. I mean, I understand Escape got their thing going on, but y'all need to take advice from me about placement. Y'all need to listen. Because without me, y'all so deaf tour get canceled. Which it did, but that's a whole nother story. But let me turn this drone off. I forgot it was on. Hold on. Let me get my situation going here. Meanwhile, you say he looks sick. I don't think Ronnie looks sick. I just think he looks like he's 50 something, which he is. I mean, he's still a good looking male, but he looks, he's had a good life. He's had a good life. So let's go ahead. Let's, Shamari, she's already did everything, she's supposed to do. But wait, Eva. Eva has her mom there. Eva's mom is there to help her with this wedding to Mr. Michael Sterling. Eva decides she's going to go shopping for wedding gowns. Every single dress that Eva put on was lovely. I thought they were beautiful. But Mama Eva, I don't even know Eva's mama's name. What is her name? Mama Pickford? What is her name? I don't know. But Mama Pickford was like, no, I don't like it. No, you better not. No, hell no. Hell no. Every time Eva came out, she looked beautiful. She looked stunning. But the mom just wasn't feeling this dress. And like Eva said, is this her wedding or my wedding? I mean, I'm the only girl. My mom didn't really have a wedding. So it's like she's focused on me. And, when I watched that scene, I just was like, you know what? Eva's mom is kind of like my mom, because when I tell you, you talk about opinionated, like she gonna tell you what she mean and how she mean. It don't care. She don't care about your feelings. Like F your feelings. That dress is ugly. You be looking like, oh, you said what? So, no shade to Eva or Eva's mom. It's just the mother and daughter relationship. Things like that happen. Y'all know. But she's blessed to have her mother there in her life, and her mom is blessed to have her daughter, and it's great to see, that mother and daughter situation going on. Meanwhile, Eva has been caught up in a lie. Eva has been called out about a lie. At Shamari's little party for her nephew, she was called out about, saying that Shamari needed, some fashion tips or, a stylist. And so, Shamari, what did she... I think Shamari thought it was Porsha who said it, but then they pointed out it was actually Eva who said it. And Eva was like, no, I never said that. I don't recall saying that. But then they go back. The producers this season are so shady. They are so shady. They go back and pull the clip. And if you recall, the Pass the Peach game, which caught everybody up, is you pass the peach to the person that you thought was the answer to the question. So when they asked the question, who do you think needs a makeover? Eva gave the peach to Shamari. So, that just called her out on that lie. The situation about Porsha not wanting to come to the baby's party was interesting because Porsha doesn't have any children. When Shamari invited Porsha during the Pass the Peach Little Belly barbecue, Porsha thought up the first excuse she could think of. My niece is going to be with her dad. I don't have anybody to bring. As if she couldn't just come, because we all know Porsha got a baby in the belly right now, even though she acting like she don't. She do, but she didn't want to come. So that made Shamari kind of call Porsha out, like, we went to high school together. We went to elementary school together. Like, is you really even from Decatur? Is you really even from the A? Which is my new favorite little slogan now. Shout out to Shamari for giving me something. But, that situation was a wash with Shamari and Eva. I mean, Shamari and Porsha. So clearly they're not best buddies. They're not like high school friends or anything like that, because Porsha is really acting some kind of way. I honestly feel like Porsha feels some kind of way because Shamari is coming with the total package, honey. Shamari got her successful man. She got twins. She got somewhat of a musical career. She's young. She's cute. She has a cute shape. She's the total package. Now, do we like her personality or whatever yet? We don't know. But we have yet to, decide if Shamari is a go or not. But I kind of feel like she is. So you saying stay woke, binge worthy? I'm trying, child. I'm trying to stay woke. It's 12:45. But yeah. So that was interesting with the whole little dynamic with Porsha. Like, what is Porsha jealous of right now? Speaking of Porsha and Dennis last week met Dennis's mom, and she had so much attitude for Porsha, and we were thinking like, is that an actress? Because she was really really shady. But this week Dennis meets Porsha's mom. They meet at Dennis's crew restaurant slash hookah bar, and which is interesting because I'm like, every episode Dennis is getting some free placement. Just last episode he was getting placement for his hot dog situation. Now he's getting placement for his restaurant situation. Then Porsha and hooked her boo up as far as with the free promotion. So, the mom is like, Portia's eggs are getting old. I see her glowing. I feel like you're good for her. Yada, yada, yada. The mom seems like she's just as much of a gold digger as Porsha because, they meeting in Dennis's restaurant. She looking around like, oh, this is really nice. I mean, he really does have like his own little place. Like this can really work. Yes, Porsha, go ahead, get knocked up. She's not getting any younger. So Miss Diane approves. Let me think. Let me see what y'all talk about in this, because we're gonna get to the real stuff in a minute. You said Marlo's nephew is a whole move. I'm just tripping that Marlo went and borrowed her kid, honey. Marlo's like, y'all are not gonna leave me out of any scenes that I can that I can get, honey. When it's about a child, if it's whatever the case may be, I'm coming. Do I need a kid? I got one. I will be at Shamari's baby's birthday party. So Marlo was there giving everybody side eye, but it's great. You said, can you blame Porsha? She's securing the bag for the family. I don't know if Porsha's securing the bag for the family or not. Porsha is all about self, but we're going to get there in a minute, okay? Now, let me go on to Cynthia Bailey and this relationship. Like, I keep poking at Cynthia in this relationship. I keep poking. I kind of want it to be real, but all of this, every single time she speaks, she's bringing up this invisible man. Like, we know he there. We done seen him on the FaceTime. But it's like she's interjecting him into every single story. Like, oh, that's where my boo's from. Yes, I'm having a wine something because, my boo's from Cali and he likes wine. And yes, blah, 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 blah. But my boo, da, 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 da. But where is your boo? And if you notice, every time she does that, the other ladies kind of get quiet and change the subject, which is interesting. So that's Cynthia's little situation, You said Nene gonna get tired of faking. Justin, first of all, I don't know. We talked about that awkward kiss, right? We talked about the awkward kiss. I don't even know if I still got it in my little thingamajiggy. But yeah, I don't know what to say about Cynthia anymore. Like, okay, whatever. We just gonna give Cynthia that for now. Meanwhile, we got Nene, and everybody's feeling some kind of way because Nene and Porsha are arguing. Why are you arguing, you ask? Because apparently somebody dropped the ball when it comes to an alliance, or I don't even want to say an alliance. I don't even know what to call it. Okay. If you watched the episode tonight, you may have noticed that Cynthia and Kandi, they were on the same accord. If everything they said, they was agreeing with each other. They sitting there, they giving each other the eye. It's just interesting. But when it comes to Nene and Porsha, somebody dropped the ball and it didn't quite go over too well. So you said a strategic alliance? Exactly. It's been a strategic alliance. And we've been talking about it in the blogs, which we haven't seen come to pass yet, as far as Kandi wanting to bring Kenya back and she and Cynthia getting in cahoots to get her to that last taping and blah, 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 blah. But we'll get to that when we get to it. But, Kandi is still feeling some kind of way about Porsha's boyfriend, and we don't know why. Like, why the hell is Kandi so hell-bent on getting this information out about Porsha's new man? it's like she's faking this concern. I'm just so concerned. Porsha, she deserves happiness and she needs to know that this man isn't good for her. I want her to know, he dated friends of mine. He got their names tattooed on them. And, it's like she wants her to know, but she won't go to her directly. So who goes to her? Well, at some point we know it's Nene, but then throughout the episode, we don't know. When they meet for lunch, it's a given that somebody has told Porsha, Kandi, the first thing she says is, Nene, you told Porsha this, that, and the third. And Nene's like, wait. I didn't tell Porsha anything. And then Porsha kind of co-signs that she didn't tell her. But later on, in the confessional, Porsha was like, yeah, Nene told me, Nene called me, and blah, 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 blah. Made Nene look like a whole liar. Now, let me put on my Nene stand cap for a minute. Let me put on my Nene stand cap for a minute because y'all know that Nene and Phaedra, Nene and Porsha be having little side conversations. Y'all know that that's her big sis. Y'all know that that apparently, Porsha might have, they be talking about scenes that they have on the side, and they like, girl, what they was talking about, even though they not supposed to, but I'm sure they be sneaking each other a little bit of information here and there. Cynthia does it with Kandi, and Nene does it with Porsha. So because they did that, and because they apparently agreed not to tell, it's interesting that Porsha would go behind her friend's back and go to the confessional and be like, it was Nene that told me. All of a sudden, it's like, well, damn, you just gonna throw the girl under the bus when y'all were just sitting there and you agreed that she didn't tell? So it was very reminiscent of the freaking frack situation. Now, I'm not saying that Porsha wasn't wrong for saving her ass. I'm not. But there is no disputing, none whatsoever, that in that freaking frack situation, that Porsha threw Phaedra under the bus. Remember when she said, well, since I got a cease and desist from Phaedra, I'm going to just defer to her and let her tell it, while Phaedra's sitting there looking like, did this bitch really just, did she really just do this to me? Did she do it? Like, what the hell is going on? So Phaedra couldn't even say shit. Like, she couldn't say nothing. Just like now. But the difference being, y'all know Nene ain't gonna stay quiet when it comes to stuff like that. You ain't gonna throw Nene Leakes under the bus, honey. Nene Leakes got online as soon as the episode was over and was like, when you a ride or die chick, hey, little sis, I got your back. Little sis says, yeah, okay, then throws big sis under the bus. What the fuck? Hashtag loyalty, hashtag don't bite the hand that feeds you. I'm out. Be loyal to somebody. They are currently both up under the post going in on each other. Nene Leakes is telling people, look, I'm mad. I'm not mad. I'm just smarter. Now I know what type of person this is. And then Porsha goes up under there and is like, oh, so you text me and ask me a question, then make assumptions. Now you come on social media and blast me. Bitch, you got me twisted. Fake as hell. Cut the crap. Woo! Sounds like some fighting words to me. Sounds like some fighting words to me. So, so Nene claps back. Porsha, girl, you stay fucking people over. Phaedra, Street Code 101, don't bite the hand that feeds you. If you recall, Nene and Phaedra were the only two people who helped who helped Porsha keep her job. Do you recall? Who went to Bravo, who was begging them not to take Porsha's peach, or not to take Porsha's job after she dragged Kenya across the stage by her hair? Do you recall who begged Bravo? It was Nene and it was Phaedra. So why on earth would you go and do something like that? It looks like it's war. What do you think? You said in Kandi too. Look, she's already bit Kandi on the butt last season, so that's a wrap. She's already been and the fact that they called the truce. Now, look, I don't even know what to say about Kandi because whatever truce they had, like, we've already seen Porsha playing the victim. Porsha saying, "Oh, it's unfair that Kandi would do this. She would talk so bad about Dennis, and we promised each other that we were good and we're friends, and there's no way for her to do this behind my back. It's just making me look real bad." So Porsha continues to be like the person that is always wronged and she does no wrong. She tries to act innocent when, to me, Porsha is the most gangster out of all of them. Porsha is making sure she keep her position. Porsha is like, bump y'all, bump Nene, bump Greg, bump his cancer, bump Kandi, bump Cynthia, bump everybody. It's all about me and my upcoming fiance who got all these women's names on him. I'm gonna get my wedding show. I don't care about nobody, and I'm telling. I'm telling. Porsha is gonna keep that check. Trust. So, needless to say, it's just interesting to see how this is all going down online. Like, they are really in their feelings. Hold on, what else? Did I already put this in there? Oh, yeah, this is the same thing she said. Nene Leakes said, Porsha, for real, wanna be a victim? You fuck Phaedra over the same way. And then she said, Nene keeps it 1 million. So she gonna call Porsha out, honey. She is going to call Porsha out. Oh my God. I don't even know what to say about this situation. I mean, do y'all think Cynthia and Kandi are like tag team now? What do y'all think? Press 1 if you think that Cynthia and Kandi are like forming some kind of alliance, a strategic alliance to stay on this show to keep these checks rolling. Like, I see Kandi being the person to co-sign Kenya, to co-sign Cynthia Bailey's relationship, to co-sign everything in order to make everything seem like, it's copacetic when we all giving both of those people the side. Meanwhile, Nene is trying to me, it's like she's trying to be friends with at least one person who's been there longer than a year, i.e. Porsha. But Porsha, again, isn't loyal to anybody. How can she be? We've seen what she's did throughout the years. Yeah, she's the cute youngest person on the cast. Yeah, she's this, that, and the third. But Porsha did a lot of dirt, y'all. Porsha did a lot of dirt. Are y'all keeping track of the stuff that Porsha's been doing? Whew, it's a lot. It's a whole lot. But, I digress. Who else we got? Did I talk about everybody? Oh, Marlo, honey. Oh, and that's why Marlo, I feel like, is a friend now. Because at least, if you recall, Nene did an interview a few weeks ago when they asked her, what housewife do you know would have your back? And she didn't name anybody who actually was holding a peach. She named Marlo Hampton. Marlo Hampton. Marlo didn't even have a peach, child. So I thought that was interesting. But, that's really all I got because the drama is surrounding Phaedra right now. And then next week, we get to see Yavana, honey. Yavana is coming on the scene. Yavana Love, she's coming for the SmackDown. She's coming with the ghetto ratchetness. The one I told y'all about her earlier this summer when I was like, there's at least one ratchet person that I know is not going to get a peach, but she going to be around. Honey, Yavana is it, honey. She cursed me out this weekend, child. So it'll be interesting to see the dynamics of everything that's going on. Somebody said if at least Eva delivers a good season, I believe Cynthia is out. Hell, Eva has a wedding on her side, honey. Remember, Cynthia came in with a wedding. Eva coming in with a wedding. I think Cynthia gonna go out if this new relationship is proven to be a farce, which we already looking at her sideways. So, I mean, I'm not wishing no bad luck on nobody, but I'm just saying, honey, I hope she's saving them coins. I hope she's saving them coins because I said this last summer. I hope y'all keeping track. I hope y'all keeping score. I hope y'all writing this down. They start cutting from the top up, from the top. And so the people who making the less money are most likely guaranteed to come back next season. The people who are making the most money are the ones you kind of look at like, oh, okay, they make room for the budget. I.e., last season, when I was saying I believe it was going to be Kenya, who's right below Kenya? Cynthia Bailey. Cynthia Bailey. Then Porsha, then, blah, 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 blah. So, you'll see. So anyway, you guys, let's chat. I want to hear what y'all have to say about it. I really do, because I feel like it's getting better. I know the ratings were going down. Everybody like it sucked without Kenya, blah 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 blah. But in essence, I think it's good. I like the newbies. I like the anticipation. Like now, we don't necessarily know what's gonna happen because there's so many different variables that we have to factor in. Hold on, let me get this conference together. You said, what about Kandi getting the boot? It's possible. It's possible. But like I said, it's possible. But Kandi, for me, I feel like Kandi has made Bravo so much money that I don't know that she would get the boot. I think she would still be guaranteed a spot at least another season. Like, when you think of each and every one individually, think about who you think would most likely get the boot based on what they put into the show. You said Kandi ain't going, exactly. Kandi ain't going nowhere. Nene ain't going nowhere. Eva probably ain't. And Shamari just got there. So, who else we got? Who else do we have? Hold on.
You are currently the only person in
phone number 646-224-5980. PIN number 840-3583. If you wouldn't mind cut and paste and sharing that for me, you guys. I will also, I don't want to even put it on the screen anymore because when I do my little replay, people be calling and they be mad. So again, you guys, this was recorded. It is now 1:01 a.m. on Monday, December 3rd, 2018. So if you are watching this after that, know that you are watching the replay. Caller 7284. You are on the line.
How are you doing?
Hello.
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 Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Who am I speaking with?
Wonderful. You are speaking with Jaquise.
Jaquise, I hear you. What's up?
Okay, let me do a quick rundown real quick. Eva really gives me raw stress for less. I don't know why she was at that expensive bridal store, knowing damn well she needed to be down at the Davis Bridal Discount store because she can't afford shit up out of there. She's sitting there playing with her mom. Her mama knew she couldn't afford shit up out of there. That's why she won't like it shit.
Bravo gonna rent that dress for her.
Girl, she gonna need them to run that car first, and she sure damn ain't got it. She even got the damn deposit of the cleaning fee money. So, let me get to Porsha. Now, Porsha dating this little doodle pad. She know crew is the size of your shoe closet. They got 3 parking spots. And they got all that damn plants and stuff around. That place is a hot ass mess. They serve 3 chicken wings, 1 neck bone, and 2 fries. And they serve hookah and a weak ass drinks. And they ain't got no real cups. You know, they got the little small 9-ounce cups that they give everybody.
Why are you talking about this man business like that? Why?
When that mug they gave Mama, they took that out. They just made it special for Mama because you know I be out there. Let me go on with Shamari. Now Shamari told me she spent $10,000 at this party. Where she spent $10,000 at? That house ain't even worth $10,000. That wood porch on the back got that red wood on it. Who the fuck wears that? I be scared I'm gonna fall straight through the floor. It's dry rotted. Where they spent $10,000 at? With that aluminum foil chafing dishes. They didn't have no real cast iron.
They spent $900 on the cakes last week. That was $1,000 right there. They spent $900 on the cakes. Then they had to get a chef. You know, they served brunch. Then they had a bouncy house. That was a couple of thousand maybe. They spent. Come on now, don't be mean. Don't be mean. Don't be mean.
The bouncy house was $150. The cake they should have paid $75 a piece for. So that let you know she needs to stop it. I ain't buying no $10,000 they still damn bought nothing up for, okay? I'm just saying that. Now, Marla herself shaded her and said the air conditioner was out in her house. Her and the little baby was sitting there sweating. So she's sitting there talking about she's spending $10,000 on people and they're about to have a heat stroke. Now let me go ahead and get a little Miss Cynthia in this little fake wine store, and she's sitting up here kissing her.
It was sponsored by Seagram's. Seagram's make good wine coolers.
Who the fuck want to go to the gas station and get a damn Seagram's when they get off of work? Tell me that you want to go to the gas station and get a damn Seagram's for $3. Don't nobody drink Seagram's.
Her wine cellar was sponsored by Seagram's. Just let it go, okay? It was sponsored by Seagram's. She making money. She had a whole sponsor.
Girl, everybody, that stuff paying people stomach.
Look, you're not gonna take up the whole time now. Keep going. So you got Cynthia.
I got one more. I got notes. I got one more. Now, Kandi, the only time she do a good daggone decent scene is when she ran that old Queen Don Juan and she got to have like 8 people to sit around and talk about Porsha. Why she just can't talk shit about her damn self? Don Juan sit up there doing the best he can with those Levi's.
I knew you was going to bring up the Levi's. Go ahead.
And my last one, and I'm done. Nene is 73 years old. Why the fuck is she on Instagram going back and forth with trolls and Porsha? We know Portia's dumb. She's 78. How the hell you gonna let Porsha outsmart you? And I'm done. This is by Jaquise. Jaquise would like to thank everybody for their patience and their concern. Be blessed.
Thank you, Jaquise. Have a blessed night, honey.
You too.
Call it 7763. You are on the line.
It's Justin Diego back with another binge-worthy video.
All my favorites are calling tonight. Dang, what y'all doing staying up so late?
I haven't called in like how many months?
I know, right? I missed you. You gotta go, bad bitch link up.
Right. Right. Well, I had to call because I am shook about what happened on Instagram specifically.
Are you? Why you shook? Nene just cursed Greg out. You know she was going to curse Porsha out. Now, if she'd known Greg for 20 years and she went on Instagram to curse him out. Now, who is Porsha? I wouldn't put it past her. I wouldn't put it past her. Nene was pissed. She was like,
can we talk?
Huh?
Can we talk about what's wrong with your friend? Like
I ain't got no friends. What are you talking about? Let me put on my Nene stand hat. Okay, go ahead.
Because it's just like, okay, I know she's going through a lot, but in my very first video about this cancer, I already said people have to keep an eye on their mental health during this thing. And I feel like everybody is acting like everything is okay, and things are not okay.
So you saying she crazy?
No. I don't. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying.
that she's dealing with a lot with Greg's illness. I get it. I made her go out for a girls' night. The other night. I get it. Yes, but they kind of made amends. Greg realized. Look, Greg realized the error of his ways. He realized that he was asking too much from his wife. He didn't know her forever. So he put a long message on Instagram and he stroked her ego and now they good again.
Did she type that or did Greg type it?
I don't know who typed it, but I heard Greg typed it. Greg's friend. I don't know, but she didn't know. She didn't have nothing to do with it. So when she saw it, it melted her heart and she was like, oh, I love him.
Oh, that's so cute.
No, for real though. That's what happened.
I guess.
Because I was like, girl, what's going on? I didn't want to ask. You don't be wanting to ask what's going on with you and your husband. You know what I'm saying? But I was just like, are you okay? Are you all right? And, she's like, and he's mean. And he, and I don't appreciate the way he treats me. And I'm a good woman. And blah, blah, blah. And, as a friend, an associate, and put my stand hat on. All thing you do is sit and listen. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell nobody what to do, whatever. I saw it on Instagram just like y'all did. I talked about it just like y'all did. That's all I got.
I guess you make a valid point. If she'll go off on him, she'll do it with Porsha.
Nene really be in her feelings in real life about that shit. She really be in her feelings about
But my thing is, are we not going to talk about how, if you're holding on to the idea that, she threw Phaedra under the bus and she's this, she's that, what does that say about you? Like, you're, to some extent, you're just as much of a fraud for even playing this game.
Here's the thing. I feel like, you know, if you recall the Barcelona trip, remember when Nene was like, the door is closed? Because basically they all felt like Porsha should have been fired alongside Phaedra. You know what I'm saying? If anybody was going to be fired, they both should have been fired. And because Porsha wasn't fired, it made Porsha look like she was the one who threw Phaedra under the bus, which she kind of did, even though they both were wrong. You understand where I'm coming from? So if you're going to be wrong, you're going to stand in your wrong with your friend. Y'all both need to go. But she didn't do that. And so it, you know, it is what it is. It's all, you know, it's all water under the bridge at this point. But, you know, it does have everybody kind of looking at her sideways, the cast anyway, because it's like, if you throw your bestie, your real life bestie, somebody you hang out with outside of these cameras under the bus, you know she'll throw anybody else under the bus.
Mm-hmm. Well,
you know, they all struggling for chicks. That's all it is. So at the end of the day, everybody probably can get thrown under the bus. Everybody is for themselves. Everybody is for them chicks. So when you start getting 6 figures, seven figures, I mean, what you gonna do? Sink or swim?
Because this is like unnecessary drama. The drama from the show was enough for tonight. And then I look and see this, it's like, oh, y'all really out here working for free. Y'all really beefing for free.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah.
And then
is it for free? Is it for free though? Is it for free? Because they do kind of have to promote the show, sort of, kind of. So isn't it kind of like, even though they feel in some kind of way, it's still promoting the show?
I mean, yeah, but all of the press was like sympathy and sisterhood. So,
but they don't want that. Y'all don't want sympathy. Y'all don't want sympathy and sisterhood. Sympathy and sisterhood is making the ratings go down. Y'all really want people to fight. So they fighting now. What?
I'm fine. I'm fine with that. I just want them to admit it and stop pulling that stuff every season about sisterhood.
Yeah,
like, stop it.
That's true. I get it. Yeah. But I do think that, like, the stuff that I think they be really in their feelings, because think about how long it's been since they filmed all that. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, the editing and all of that. Then by the time they see it, they be like, what the hell? Like, oh, she really did, you know. So I do think they really genuinely be feeling some kind of way until, you know, something happens to, you know, change the tide. You know what I mean?
But they're going hard. Like, all of these bitches and this, and like, it's like, oh, okay, there's no coming back. And my thing is,
why not? They call each other bitches all the time. You don't think there's no coming back from being called a bitch?
Oh my God! I guess I've never, like, for real, they be calling each other bitches like that.
Don't they?
Not sister, not big sister and little sis.
I mean, the door was closed last time when the bun was falling out. It looked like she was about to catch some hands when they pushed Nene into the damn elevator. So, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Oh, confession, I didn't watch that.
I'm good. Thought you were a super fan.
I mean, what about, right, I'll hush, but like, my thing is, okay, we're 5 episodes in. We were promised all of this sisterhood. So are they going to pretend when those episodes are airing, like, oh, I love you, sis? Or are they going to be like, oh, bitch, yeah, fuck you, you still can't trust me?
I don't know what's going
on. Like, how do you continue to promote the show that's supposed to be so different and so positive?
But it is a little bit different and positive. 5. But, I mean, at the end of the day, conflict is conflict. You know what I mean? Should they pretend like they don't have the conflict? When, like, you know, I saw some of your video when you was like, you know, they sitting at the table. You could tell they trying to, like, hold it in. But, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I mean, conflict is conflict. And if it's real conflict, I'm sure the producers can manipulate it a way to get the conflict out.
Okay, well, sisterhood is off the table for Real Housewives of Atlanta season 11.
And a moment of transparency right now. Why I thought Michael Beck was the producer and he ain't.
I think that tea like weeks ago, and I was shook. Did Keena's fans get him fired?
I don't know, but he hasn't been all season. It's been somebody new all season, and I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was peeping that during taping because I was looking at his Instagram. I was like, "You're never aware they're taping," and he was on vacation the whole time.
Yeah, you know, I asked. I was like, "Is Michael Beck still the producer?" You know, I can ask those kind of questions. I'm like, "Is Michael Beck still the producer?" No, girl, it's somebody they flew in from something. I'm like, "What?" And then I'm like, "Dang, I had no idea. I don't know why I thought it was him." She's like, "He been gone."
And as close as it's kept, the person they flew in has already been fired.
What? When? What happened? You don't want to spill no tea?
I can't say who told me that, but whoever was like the girl who was the executive producer in the beginning, Bravo wasn't happy, and she's no longer.
Yeah, it's a guy now. I do know it's a guy now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if he's black or white. Somebody is he black or white? I don't know, but I do know it's a guy now.
Right, and some people are saying that the cast didn't like that they weren't being produced the right way.
Interesting. You know? Okay. We're gonna have to have this conversation offline. Let's go to lunch this week. Let's go get some chicken wings and margaritas. Huh? If I'm not what?
If you're not with Yvonne.
Yeah, Yvonne's my new best friend. Let me put on my Nene Stan hat. Nene gonna get mad at me. Yvonne's my new best friend. I like her because she cursed me out. I like her. I was like, I feel so violated. And I'm like, oh, she cursed everybody out. She gonna curse them out next week too. I'm like, okay, then I'm good. She just ratchet in real life.
Right.
I'm gonna hang out with Yvonne though. Yvonne's a good time. I'm for real. She's fun.
I guess I'll have to see next week.
Okay. I'm scared to see next week. I think they're gonna drag her next week after that clip I saw.
Right.
We'll see.
But yeah, I'll let some more people call.
Well, it's always a pleasure, Justin. Justin Diego Bingeworthy, I appreciate you.
The pleasure was mine. Talk to you later.
Talk to you soon. Bye. Caller 7850, you are on the line.
Hey, Michelle, it's Robert. How are you tonight?
All of my favorites calling back to back. Y'all just don't know how happy this makes me. Hey, Robert.
I know. So I have 5 comments, and I don't want to hold you on, so I'll just get to it. The first comment is, either I'm going crazy or the editing of this show has literally jumped the shark. When Marlo and her nephew were walking into the twins' birthday party, I want you to go back and check, because on my screen it said Marlo's friend, and then like 45 seconds later it said Marlo's nephew. And I'm like, well, what the hell happened? How is that little boy her friend and her nephew?
Wow.
Like, I caught that, and my friend was like, I think I caught that too, but it happened so fast I couldn't really see. And I'm like, they need to just stop. It looked so tacky to do that, because it's like, that little boy is not Marlo's friend and he's about 5. Like, let's stop the foolishness. Okay. Like, that's just too much. And then, sticking with the party theme, Todd was being cheap but also being real when Kandi was like, let's put $100 in each envelope, because I believe that $200. Yes, and I believe that $200 was part of his weekly allowance, and that's why he was kind of irritated by that. So I felt really bad for him.
Not the but can I say this for a second? Yeah. Did you notice that when they were when all the ladies were sitting at the table, and then Candace like, Todd, Ace want to go play, like like that's your job. Did you notice that?
Yes, exactly. Yes. I was like, but Eva did that too. She did that with her daughter. Like, you leave the son here and go play because we're about to have girl talk. So I felt like that was producer driven. Yeah. So when you watch it again, because Eva said the same thing to her husband. And I was like, oh, well, like, they could have like cut that out, right? Because it makes it seem like these women are running the men. And as a feminist myself, I don't have a problem with that, but it just looks different because you don't see, none of the other women on the other series are married, but hypothetically, if they were, you don't see them running the men the way you see it on Atlanta, which is like feeding into whatever. And then sticking with the whole Shamari party or the twins party, I feel like I called you the last 2 weeks and I told you she opened Pandora's box and she literally just blew the lid off tonight because you could tell he felt uncomfortable about the whole,
down in
open
the chair.
relationship. Yeah.
He looked like he wanted a
And
cigarette.
It felt like he had said to the producers, like, hey man or hey woman, like, give me a moment to like adjust. Like, it felt like he wasn't ready to film that scene. And then she was like, but people cheat, people do this, people do that. And so it was more bad editing. But I feel like she's allowed herself to be weaponized by the producers to paint him as this old pervert who stole her image.
But did you hear when the producer was talking to her in the confessional and got her to admit that she walked away from the marriage for a second?
Mm-hmm.
That was interesting too.
I did hear that
because it looked like she didn't really want to admit that.
Exactly, and it looked like she also didn't want to admit the fact that, like, maybe she didn't want the open relationship, but the fact that, like, he stole her at such a young age, she wasn't able to explore what was out there, right? And so she decided to just do it in the confines of the relationship. And it's like, I have no problem with her being bisexual, bi-curious, freaky-deaky, whatever, but it makes it feel like she wasn't able to really find herself because this old pervert came and swooped her up. And even though that's not the case, that's how the editing makes it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then the last thing I want to say is Eva and Nene are being made to look sketchy based also on the editing. If you notice, every episode now, Eva basically says something, throws shade, we know it's shade, and then she backpedals in front of the woman she shaded. And it's like, girl, like, were you afraid your peach was going to be snatched or what? Because it just feels like she should have maybe been a friend to the show because she doesn't own her mess. And that's getting tired after 5 episodes. And then the whole Kandi, Nene, and Porsha triangle. Like, I'm sorry, and I know you like these women, but, like, Kandi, to me, isn't that intelligent to come up with, like, oh, Nene was the one who said it. I know one of those producers were in her ear saying, well,
Cynthia say it too, though? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I feel like it's kind of like Cynthia and Kandi playing tag. You know what I'm saying? Because Cynthia was like, well, I think it was, Porsha's big sister.
Yeah, but I think that Cynthia was able to get away with it in a way that Kandi wasn't. Cynthia is able to, like, be shady and messy in a way that feels natural. If you go back and look at the scene in the confessional where Kandi is trying to figure out who said it, it just felt like she was trying to solve a long division math problem. Like, it was so cringeworthy, I couldn't even, like, I literally looked at the screen and cringed because she was like, I don't think it was Marlo. I don't think it was Cynthia. It probably was, like, Nene, and it felt like the producer was like trying to give her hints without being verbal, right? And of course, the fact that they showed Nene saying, or showed Porsha saying Nene said it, and then followed that up with Nene lying about it, it's like, oh God, this is not going to be good. But yeah, overall, I enjoyed the episode. It wasn't that much drama, so I feel like they've caught their sweet spot. Right. But whoever that producer is that was talking tonight, I could tell she wasn't a black woman. That's all I'll say. So. Yeah.
That was interesting, though, that they left that in. They've never left that in before.
Exactly.
Because, I'm
sure...
that's
what I'm saying, and so bingo.
Yeah.
Go ahead, sorry.
I was just saying, I'm sure there have been lots of times that, the producer's right there asking them questions in order to get the confessions. But why would you leave her voice in there? That was interesting.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So that's why I feel like, and then I'll let you go, it feels like this new production team isn't used to producing a show of the quality of a Real Housewives of Atlanta. Whatever you think about Michael Beck, whatever you think about Carlos King, they knew that they had a diamond in their hand. This and I don't want to say woman because I don't know where she is. This production team clearly thought they were producing a show that hasn't been on the air for 10 years before. And it was like, well, now we're doing Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let me get my little voice in so I can take that clip and post it on my Instagram and use it as a reel. Like, it felt like it was transparent self-promotion. And even though it served its purpose, it could have been done better. And that's what I have to say about that. But as always, you're my girl and I enjoy this. And I am now going to I follow all of your pages, but my goofy self was on the other page. And then I went to Twitter and I was like, okay, Robert, get used to going to the ATLien page. Get used to going to the ATLien page.
I'm trying to decide how to segment it. You know
what I'm saying? No, you should keep that. But I'm going to email YouTube because I follow you and I don't get the notifications. So me and somebody at YouTube are going to have a nice little...
The thing that I was told that you should do is unsubscribe and resubscribe, and then make sure you click the bells twice, because if you click the bell once, it's occasional notifications. If you click the bell twice, it's all notifications. So it's up to you as to what you want to do.
Okay, I'll do that. Because I was just like, and then my friend was like, well, you have to clear out your cookies. And I'm like, why would that have anything to do with whether I get a notification? But so I've done it all. But all right, thank you. But I'm glad you came on because my night wouldn't have been, complete if you wouldn't have come on. I literally was about to DM you like, hey, Michelle, I know this is free labor, but I kind of need you to be on.
I appreciate it. Everybody, they was already tagging me on Instagram. And I'm like, wait a minute, I'm listening to the Black Violin people now. Let me get my culture on tonight. But yeah, as soon as I got home, I came straight upstairs and got here. So.
Well, I'm glad. So thank you for doing your show. It's a part of my Sunday night staple, and I'll get off the phone. And hey, Miss Jackie. Hey, Jazzy Bell. Hey, Buzzworthy, Benchworthy, and the entire crew. And also, Kendra, you've been shouting me out. I haven't been ignoring you. It's just like every time I see it, there's a delay, and I'm always off the phone at that point. But so, hey, everybody who showed me love in the chat, and I hope you have a great December, and I'll call next week. All right, bye-bye.
Thank you, Robert. Love you. Bye.
Love you too. Bye-bye.
Uh-oh. I think we have a repeat caller on the line. Caller 7284. You are on the line.
This is Jaquise calling back. The more I sit here and ponder over this thing, the more upset I get.
You're upset? About what?
I'm upset.
Why are you upset?
I think they are picking on my girl, and I don't like them to pick on Nene. She got this gold scarf on her head. She's doing the best she can. She got Greg going in and out the nursing home. They sitting here picking on this lady. I don't like people picking on people. They're trying to make her look like a liar. They're picking on her.
That they are picking on her.
Because Cynthia with her knock-kneed ass, and then Kandi over there with her damn water-ass mac and cheese sitting up here want to come for her. They formed an alliance. I don't see the bullshit. I see it. And they up here on the team together against Nene. And Nene thought she had a person she could call, oh, girl, Porsha, they just said this about you. And Porsha was spilled the fucking beans, so Nene got hit by her damn self. So the only one she do got is Marlo thieving ass, and she can't trust Marlo for so much because she can't leave a credit card around her. So it's just a big mess.
Did you see the scene? Marlo said, give me your credit card. She asked Kandi for her credit card first. And she said, Nene, give me your credit card.
Right.
Like, no, we ain't that dumb.
No. Listen, they can't even go to the bathroom right, a damn girl.
Oh, Lord. That's why they keep taking their purses everywhere they go.
They take their damn pocketbooks everywhere, child. She knew she won't shit in Cynthia pocketbook with $20.
You're so wrong. You are so wrong.
But I got to go. I just got upset. I just thought I'd call back in. My pressure got up.
I appreciate your call.
And I'm drinking.
Always a pleasure. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye. Well, you guys,
the only person in this conference.
I see you did not want to call in and talk about this, but tonight's episode was very interesting. We saw a lot of shady moments. We saw a lot of liar moments. They called Eva out as being a liar because she basically said she didn't say what she said or she didn't do what she did as far as Shamari is concerned. They called Nene out as being a liar because she basically said that she didn't, tell Porsha when she did tell Porsha, but then come to find out on the Instagrams, Nene was like, no, I may have told Porsha, but it was kind of like, if someone's your friend and they're like, oh, tell me what happened at the taping, I won't tell nobody, and you tell them anyway, and then you like, okay, we cool, I done told her, just because I wanted her to know, and we not gonna tell the people, but then the person that you told goes behind and says, XYZ told me, Nene told me, got people feeling some kind of way. I can kind of understand. But what else is in the news? There's a lot in the news views. It will be on the site on straightfromtheA.com. But since it's 1:30 in the morning, I'm not going to sit here and be the midnight news gatherer. I came online for my Real Housewives of Atlanta fans because they all tagged me in Instagram wanting to talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I appreciate each and every one of them. But yeah, it's an interesting little dynamic. I got some things I want to talk about, some other things I want to talk about, I'm gonna keep it to myself for now. I'll come back and talk about the real shady stuff. I don't know if I want to have another petty party or a shade fest. It's gonna be one or the other. It's gonna be one or the other. But we've been online for an hour. I appreciate you guys for tuning in tonight. As always, if you missed this live, it will be replayed on the Michelle Brown channel. So I always appreciate each and every one of you. If you haven't already liked this video, subscribe to the channel and visit straightfromtheA.com. Thank you guys. Good night. Oops, what's going on my thing, honey? Black Mirror, shout out to Black Mirror. I appreciate you, Black Mirror. Keep my DMs jumping, honey. I appreciate each and every one of you. You said, didn't he do Porsha the same way Phaedra did? That's exactly what I said, Dorzel. That's exactly what I said. People don't want to see it, though. People do not want to see it. But that's okay. That is okay. Y'all will see it. I hate to say I told you so. Y'all already know, but that I tell you each and every time. I tell y'all each and every time. So, good night, good people. Good night. I will see y'all tomorrow, hopefully, God willing. I appreciate each of you who tuned in. You said the truth hurts. Exactly, Jeremy. They be mad at me. If you want to watch the replay of The Housewives, it will be up probably within the next hour or two on straightfromtheA.com. Also, the written recap will be available for your viewing pleasure on the site. Visit straightfromtheA.com. Let me put on my Nene stand hat before I